my game went and shit itself. But we are underway. It says lap 2. I'm not sure. Yuri's got damage already. And Waze is probably not in his car. Vitinho is in P2. Yeah, Yuri's tried to get good clean off the start. We've missed it, unfortunately. It says lap 3. I believe it might be lap 3. But I'm not sure Waze would have been able to hang on. A lot of people are pitting. A lot of people in the pits. Y Racer, Newgarden. A lot of debris on the start, on the pit straight. How is there not a safety car? There must have been carnage everywhere. So Y Racer, Newgarden, Connor, Cloud, Splinter, Bill, and SD Mats, all, I believe, getting damage. Or just going for the early pit stop. Splinter hasn't got any damage. No change of front wing. He's just coming for fresh mediums. Waze still leads the race somehow, and apparently Vitinho is 1 lap down from him.
What?
Are you back in the lobby, or do I need to invite you?
I am back in the lobby, indeed. Yeah, it crashed my game too, unfortunately, so I could not see the start either as well. Hopefully these streams can be merged together, so the viewers don't have to switch to different streams.
It's not fine.
Yeah,
it'll be fine, because there's qualifying in one and just a race in the other.
Yeah, probably like one of the most exciting bits of Monaco at the start, where all the carnage happened and the game crashes. But with being JACKOCAR, anything can happen really, as Waze's car is still smoking on my screen.
Oh, so that's wonderful to see. Car wants Waze banned. Oh, but no, you're being a little bit harsh. But I think Waze might be in the car. I don't know, because his AI is driving quick. I know the AI is rapid around this track, and I'm pretty sure that AI is quite lowered compared to what people can drive as quickly as. So the AI will probably be like 70. But Waze is still leading, and is not exactly being challenged. I wouldn't say it's by a lap, but we'll discount that. But at the moment, Waze is leading by half a second, with Scott right on the back of Vitinho for the battle
from front wing
P2.
Is that from Yuri?
Has he hit the wall again?
No, it was some debris near the hairpin.
Yeah, he's just gone through the hairpin. He's got no damage.
Tell you who's benefited from that crazy start was Jack, Mr. John, and Bazzo, who's made 10 positions.
Yeah, great start. Yuri up the inside of MK Bourne. There was not leaving any space on the inside for Yuri there. Turned in quite harshly, going into the Neville chicane. Yuri wanted to make the move quick. He is looking to be the faster driver at the moment. He made that early pit stop. MK Bourne, did he start outside the top 10? I believe he might have, because he's on the medium tyres. And Yuri is keeping him in check at the moment with a loose rear out of Vasquez to start lap 5 for these guys. A few more people in the pit. Vitinho pits for mediums to probably get away from Waze, really. Or just do a mad undercut. Jacko is in the pits as well.
I think he must have had a penalty of some sort, because his car was stuck there for a while, but he didn't get his front wing changed, unless that was just a glitch on my end. But I didn't see any front wing change. Tell you who are close on track is Newgarden and Splinter down the main straight as Jack comes out the pit lane.
Newgarden's
as it is normally at Monaco. It's really tricky to overtake here. It got close to Newgarden and the straight, but Splinter couldn't get close enough, unfortunately.
Yeah, Bill back in the pits again, 18th place. No retirements yet.
Touchwood.
We can just do the comms on the comments.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Only because I'm reading the comments out. Sorry, I'm just. They're in chat. They're saying we could just use the comments as commentary. Only because I'm reading them. Only because PS5 is OP and just the comments just come up on the screen next to it. It's very professional for a streamer to have those comments just popping up.
Alright, there's me, got the stream open on my phone, so I won't be able to see everything. You and your PS5.
Nah, it's fine.
Amazing.
It's fine. But Niels is in the pits, front wing change, medium tyres. I need to change this so we can see what tyres people are on. Not a lot of soft ones left. Top 3 still on their original softs.
Bazza made up 14 positions.
Bazza 14 positions, but he's 19 seconds behind the front 3. I don't know whether that's legit. It must be, because Jack Gunn's going the exit of the tunnel. Bazza's going through the hairpin. There must have been an absolute calamity.
We've got Scott looking down the inside. Oh, there's been contact. Oh, that was awful, and that's Scott out the race. He went to go down the inside near the swimming pool, and Waze just turned in, and that was Scott out the race.
No safety car.
There is a safety car.
It is safe. How do I fix this glitch? How did you say I fix this glitch?
Waze has remembered he can't pit. He has just remembered he's reversing out the pit lane.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You lucky son of a bitch!
Oy.
How? Excuse the language, sorry, but how have you managed to turn into the pits and like, oh no, I can't stop. I have to turn around, come back the other way. Apparently you're still leading though.
He is somehow.
We're not on lap 7. I don't think we're on lap 7. Waze has jumped a lap ahead. We are on lap 6, but the race is going to finish way ahead than it should be.
I'll give you a description of exactly what happened. Going through the Nouvelle chicane, Waze went a bit deep. I got poor exit out of turn 11.
We're live on channel 4. Sorry.
And Scott went to go down the inside at back, which he was side by side, but of course it's not really a corner 2 cars can go side by side through, and Scott clipped the inside of the curb and then clipped Waze's rear tyre, and it just sent him into the wall.
And with simulation damage that retired his car. Yeah, Waze not only has glitched the lobby, but apparently he's a lap ahead. He's not a lap ahead, he's a minute 20. Jack Gooden's pit, has he got damage? No? Oh, I don't know. Has he got damage? He's pitting, as you said it. Was it a full caution?
Is he gonna
it's a full caution. No front wing change for Jack Gooden.
That's a 30-second time penalty.
Pitted on the safety car. He's probably forgot. I feel like the comments are going to come shooting up like, oh no, Jack Gooden bottle. Oh no. But we'll see.
What I'll do is I'll save that clip of what happened.
Yeah, we might need your POV of that. So... But this safety car brings... I can't deal with this. I would say this brings everyone back into the race, but it doesn't, because Jack Gooden's apparently now in second. Everyone that's in this queue, everyone from Bazza all the way up to Bill, as Mr. John and Splinter over... Splinter's in the pits for another wing change, hard tyres. What's going to happen is there's going to be blue flags. Jack Gooden's going to be at the back of this grid in net P2 essentially. He's going to be a lap ahead of everyone apparently, and everyone else is going to get blue flags, and no one really is going to want to get out of the way.
So are Waze and Jack a lap ahead?
No, Waze is a lap ahead. Jack wasn't. So what happened was when the safety car came out and Waze was going to pit, weren't he?
Yeah.
So Waze was leading, Waze was going to pit. If he'd have pit, someone would have retaken the lead. They would have been able to unlap themselves because the safety car would have been waiting for the leader. But that still would have made a mess. Jack Gooden now is in the mix with a load of drivers, apparently 52 seconds off the lead, but he's going to have loads of lap cars figuratively in the way.
You know, my brain's a bit muddled at the moment. I'm not going to lie with you. It seems to me the lobby is broken, unfortunately, but your
connection as well is a little bit broken because your voice was lagging a little bit there.
That's recording, not Discord. Sorry.
Your voice is lagging. I don't know whether it's me, but the stream looks fine.
It's me lagging, probably.
There you go. We're back to normal. Right. MK Braun has gone up a position. How? Unless that's a glitch.
Okay, kissing. Yeah, you're lagging. So is that you or?
I don't know. Please specify.
Yeah, your voice is starting to break up a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you, Pete.
I'll fix this. Not Pete. Oh, it's not me, apparently.
That must be my end then.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's your end. Yeah, your voice is now fine.
Dear.
Part 3 coming soon. Hey, go away, Kyle. Right, we are going very slowly. Right, here's the dilemma right now. Jack Gooden's caught up to the back of the grid. Every car in front of him is apparently a lap down, even though they're not. Jack Gooden should theoretically be in 17th place right now. He's got a 30-second penalty as well. This is going to be very difficult for the stewards, for Khalifa and everyone to sort out points at the end of this because of the situation. People are going to have to take note of where people are now under the safety car, what their net positions are, and figure out where people finish at the end. Unless Waze somehow pits, everyone can unlap themselves and it all fixes out. Are we getting ready to go green flag running?
If Waze
I think we are.
Jack goes to P1. The safety car is indeed in this lap. Will Waze peel into the pit? No, he will not. He will try and gain time on Jack behind. We are green, green, green. We're all off and racing again.
I wouldn't say gain time on Jack behind. Jack's still in this train. But look how slowly everyone's going through Vasquez. Waze is already up towards turn 2. And Splinter is not even round the final corner yet. And now he is.
And
that
Jack
is
pits
how
again.
much of a gap there somehow can be on a safety car restart. Which Jack? Jack Gooden? Did he get damage? Is he pitting?
I wonder if he's pitting again because he's realised he's not supposed to pit during the safety car, so he's pitted again.
I think this is a nice way for Jack to do it, but he theoretically can't get the 30-second moved. I don't think he may have forgot, but the rules are rules. Unfortunately, you saw what Waze did to avoid getting a 30-second penalty. He took that risk to reverse out the pits and go back around the final corner. But I think Jack's done this to get away, to stop people from unlapping themselves. So stop people from being lapped by Jack. That's what I think.
This has fallen into the hands of Waze perfectly. It's his Joker race as well.
Yeah.
So he only has to pit once as well. Will he pit this lap?
Khalifa says in the chat, if he takes an extra stop, he won't get a pen, so we need to make 3 stops. At the moment, I believe he's made 2, so he will need to make 1 more at the end. He has pit for mediums. I don't think they'll go 28 laps, so softs at the end will probably be Jack Gooden's challenge.
If anything, Jack's in a good position. He's away from people. The only obstacle is himself at the moment now. He just needs to keep it clean.
Yeah.
Compared to others who are in quite a bit of a pack at the moment.
Yeah, Bazza is leading this train. Well, Waze is leading this train. Bazza is P2, essentially. MK Born P3. Y-Racer has picked himself back up from that incident at the start, but he's got more damage. Right end plate shattered, but he's probably going to stick it out. I would. You're in a net P4. Jack Gooden's pit again. I think he's trying to get himself back on terms with everyone else by doing these extra pit stops, which I think fair play to him.
Another set of mediums for Jacko, so
no,
he's going to the end.
Soft's on my screen.
Seriously?
Oh, Jacko. Jacko?
Yeah.
Oh, Jacko. Yeah, I thought you said Jack. I was like, Jack did not put the mediums
Jacko.
on. Jacko, yeah. Too many Jacks. Too many Jacks, too many Matts.
Yeah. Oh, Jack did pit for what?
Yeah, I think he's trying to get
slow?
himself. Oh, lots of carnage going into the pit lane. Y-Racer pits again. Vitinho is in again. That was all dicey going into the pit lane, but down the main straight. Neil's now up into net 4th position. MK Bourne still on the podium. Bazza yet to pit. MK Bourne essentially on the same pit window as Waze, as he pitted for hard tyres. Waze is in the pits and out on hard tyres. There's his one stop.
Jack is going very slow. I wonder if he's waiting.
That's what I've just said. He is waiting. He's waiting for cars to pick up. He's going to let them. He's now back in this fight. He's now P2. He is now sorted himself out, got himself back into P2. He should be at the back, but I think he's made the extra stops. He's took the responsibility himself to fix this issue, and I think we should keep the position for now. He's made made 3 stops. He's on softs. He will pit again. So he will be further down compared to when Bazza pits and MK Bourne and everyone else.
So is Waze actually a lap in front of everybody? Because it's...
No. Oh, that's a dive up the inside. That's a corner cut from... Is that Yuri? Yeah, Yuri went for a late dive on Waze in P10. So Waze is actually in P9 right now. Jack Gooding is actually leading the race because Waze pit.
Is he?
If Waze was sensible, if Waze was listening, I hope he was, let everyone through, slow yourself down, do what Jack did, get yourself back in the whole race, because otherwise you're going to feel like you've won the race, but you won't have. Oh, do we have a safety car? It didn't pop up. We do have a safety car. What is that for? Mozza, Cloud
debris
is out of this race. Did he retire just now? I believe he did. I'm not paying attention. I'm too busy rambling on. Waze, let everyone through, but you can't because you've got to leave it overtakes. now everyone in front of Waze, which will be Splinter, which will be Mr. John, Connor, Niels, MK Bourne, and Jack will now be given blue flags. If they were to stay out, but they're going to catch up again. They're going to now relap. They're going to be at the back of the grid of everyone who is behind Waze, because Waze is still technically leader. So now not only is Jack got to do the same strategy as what he just done, MK Bourne, Connor, Niels, Mr. John, Splinter, and everyone else is going to be in the same situation.
Now the safety car's showing the green light. Does that mean everybody now will be on the lead lap now?
No, I don't think they will. I think because Waze is now going to be everyone that's stuck behind Waze. Oh, Waze is pulling out. Please pull over and let everyone through. No, Waze is what Waze should have done is pulled over and let everyone through. Now Waze is going to catch up with the safety car. Everyone behind him is going to be stuck and still be a lap down. Yeah, Waze now leading the lap. So Jack, MK Bourne, Connor, Mr. John, Splinter, and Niels will all catch up to the back of this train. Even though they're only just in front of the safety car. If Waze was smart, I'm going to channel my inner tell Waze to let everyone through. The whole thing will sort itself out. Someone spam Waze with messages. Tell him to let everyone through. Just pull over to the side, let everyone through. Except for Jack, obviously. But let everyone through, because Jack won't catch up yet. They're halfway around the lap.
I apologise if I'm being quiet, but this is just completely kerfuffled my mind. What is going on in this race? This race, I don't even know if MK's P3, is Waze P1.
Waze is P1, Jack is P2. Waze is not. Well, he shouldn't be P1. Technically, he was P9, but because he had the lap ahead, he's now regained the lead.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am just going to commentate.
Don't worry, it's hurting my mind as well. I'm trying to calculate everything to help the stewards. Does he pit? Waze, just take the penalty. Yes. No. Well, he didn't have to pit. He didn't have to pit! It's a smart choice to let everyone through, and I applaud you for it. Because Jack Gordon's still 33 seconds. Come on, scoot on. Yeah, go.
The safety... Jess is going side by side with the safety car. What a move by Jess. And then,
we got some racing on the safety car. We got some racing on the safety car as everyone is being let through, and now we'll be back on the lead lap. Yes, Waze, your Joker's gone in the bin, but I think you've done the right thing. If I was a steward, I wouldn't penalise you for doing this.
Would he get a penalty because he's fixed the lobby?
It's now. Yeah, I don't think he. I think he's in a good position now. I wouldn't. What do you mean he's made it worse? 10 times worse. How has he made it worse? He's let everyone back on the lead lap. But I know everyone will have to catch up, but everyone will. If Yuri gets a move on. Ben, are you saying you made it 10 times worse because Waze now regains the lead? I haven't made it worse. It's gone well. Everyone will be on the lead lap. There will be no blue flags. Now he's on fresh mediums. Yeah, but he was on the Joker anyway. If anything, he was on freshest hards. and he was a lap ahead. It would have been an absolute nightmare for the stewards to try and work out what position Waze was going to be in at the end. Because if more safety cars come out, that'll rejig everything. Waze would still be leading. How's the order still wrong? The order isn't wrong. Oh no, Red Matt has just got a network error with me. Is that me? Please confirm. I don't think it's me. Wait, you don't need to pit! Oh, well, you do. Alright, fair enough. There you go. Now you're going to be 8th? 9th? Soft tyres? You're crazy. You should have gone...
My internet is back.
Your internet is back, yeah. Alright, fair play to Waze now, but he's going to be on fresh softs. Right, Jack Gooding is now the race leader. I know everyone's shouting and crying at Waze. He did the first time, he did it right. He did the right thing. He doesn't have to... No, I wouldn't stay there. You're blocking the pit lane. You'll get disqualified. You'll get disqualified if you stop there.
What is going on?
You're in P9. That's where you were after you made that pit stop onto the hards. You were in P9. Well, around that section. You were in that position. But now you do have to make another stop. I am aware that safety car is still out there. We are going to have to wait for these cars to come up. We've had quite a few laps on the safety car, but now everything is fixed. We're going to get 23 laps of racing. Hopefully, because at the moment everything has been clean, I'd say. I think the only driving that's been... I'm confused why it's gone back on. Why he hasn't gone back on the cards. Yeah, but maybe he didn't select it. Maybe he never had the time to select it. Maybe it was a last-ditch decision for him to go, yes, I'm going to show stops. That's what I was getting to. So yeah, Jack Gooding's made 3 stops. Technically he's made 2, but I believe he'll make another stop, which is why he's on the softs. MK Bourne yet to make a second stop. Connor yet to make a second stop. Mr. John yet to make a second stop. So technically, Splinter, after all the calamity he's had, now in P5, on the hard tyres, is your net race leader as we get ready to go green again.
As we go, he's got the fastest lap so far. Can anyone beat it?
I believe we'll find out. Jack Gooding sliding out the final corner as Waze was on the previous restart. Nice and clean, I believe, from everyone. Yuri making the jump. Is that Niels? Oh, he's in the pits. Never mind. He's in the pits. Making his second or maybe third stop. But a nice, clean, strong getaway from Jack Gooding on the soft tyres. Pulling a gap already to MK Bourne with Connor right behind him. And Mr. John up into 4th place. Yes, he has to make him to stop, but he's in a strong position. Makes a pit stop, another safety car. Completely different game. What Splinter now has to do, as net race leader, Yuri net P2. Have a strong chance. I wouldn't discount Vitinho or Estimats. Jacko's made 2 stops, but is behind Estimats, who may have damage. He's started to fall away from the pack. But I believe this is going to be all about a waiting game.
As Waze goes down the inside before the hairpin. That's a nice little move there from Waze on Jess up to make him go up into P14.
That's the first overtake I think we've seen. First clean overtake I think that's actually happened. And it's your man Waze, who, credit to him, has made 3 extra pit stops than he was supposed to this race. But he's now in a good position. He's in 14th. He can still recover, and he will probably get some decent points out of this.
Just looking at whereabouts where... Because there's a yellow flag in Sector 3. He's put it into the wall there.
Sector
Bill
3.
has put it into the wall, it seems.
He's going to let the cars through as well.
He's got a rear left puncture as well, so he's smacked the barrier quite hard there.
I think luckily for Bill, I can see him on the mini-map. Luckily for Bill, he's right next to the pit. So he won't cause any drama.
What he's done now is put front wing on the racing line, so Jack needs to be careful here. Because you could get a puncture here. This could really end in tears for anyone having a good race right now. They need to sort of keep an eye out for that as well. As,
if anyone's listening, they'll probably take notes. But Jack, now coming into this section, is that front wing debris still there? I'm keeping an eye on the battle between Splinter, Mr. John, Yuri, and Vitinho. This is a four-way scrap, and essentially this is for the net race lead between Splinter, Y-Racer, and Vitinho.
Also, who else is close on track is Jacko and Newgarden. I'll keep an eye on that battle whilst the main coverage focuses on that four-way battle for the next.
I love how you catch that as I'm scrolling between battles. I get to the Newgarden battle. You say I will focus on this one, keep the main battle in the lead. I was like, okay, I'll scroll back up. But does Yuri go up the inside of Splinter into the casino section? No, he doesn't. He's going to hold firm. Mr. John is doing essentially a grand job for Connor and MK Bourne, letting them breathe a sigh of relief further up the field. But they will both need to make another pit stop, as well as Mr. John. 20 laps to go. I would say another set of mediums.
So let's see who has done.
Oh, big lock up from Splinter into the Neville chicane. Yuri might get a better run, but I wouldn't risk it up the inside of the back. You saw what happened with Scott and Waze. Scott is now out of the race. Be patient. You've both got penalties. Let me have a look at penalties. Oh, Splinter's got a 5-second stop go, 8 seconds. Yuri's only got 1 3-second penalty. Vitinho.
Jack is in the pits.
There's a few people in the pits, actually.
Yeah, before people started pitting again, it was Connor, MK Bourne, Jack. Jack's actually pitted twice, actually. This is his fourth stop this race, Jack.
Yeah, but he's now fixed any issues that he had any advantage. He's done 4 stops the same as Waze. He's going to be on medium tyres and go to the end. Mr. John has gotten out of the way of this incredible battle that's about to unfold.
So Splinter is the net race leader at the moment.
And
with
and Yuri's got softer tyres. He's on the mediums compared to the hards. He's got Vitinho behind. Let's see what tyres he is on. He is on the mediums as well. Same lap. They both pitted on 9-lap-old mediums for Yuri and Vitinho. At the moment, this is Yuri's to lose. He had a shocking start. We never saw it, unfortunately, but he did make an early pit stop with wing damage. Wing change was required, and now he's on course back into the podium. Incisive in the wall.
The last corner.
Oh, he's scraping himself into the pits.
And that's Bill in the wall as well. Both tyres are off, and the virtual safety car is out.
Oh, where's MK Bourne? Oh no, MK Bourne and Connor are going up the hill. Oh, if they had been, I don't know, if this was like 15, 20 seconds earlier, these two would have definitely pit.
Drivers need to be careful through the swimming pool section. There's a car right in the middle of the track, and people see the car last minute of Bill. But the wheel tethers are going mental on his car. And that's a race over for Bill. It looked like the car was waving to me, in all honesty, so that was nice.
Like, good night. That's me done. I'll see you next week.
Oh dear. So virtual safety car is over. That was a quick virtual safety car as Yuri is quite close now to Splinter. Will he go for a move down here? But he needs to save his ERS. He's on 3% ERS is Yuri to Splinter's 70%. So he has a lot of ERS to play with.
Yeah, and Splinter's doing the hold-up game, and he's got the ERS to be used on any overtaking opportunities, which tend to be the Neville chicane. Turn 1. Oh, that's late on the brakes from Yuri towards Raskas from the helicopter shop. Did he get any damage? He did. He now has wing damage yet again. Late braking into Raskas. Probably didn't expect Splinter to brake as late, and now that's going to be him struggling for the rest of this race if he doesn't pit. I'm not sure what level of damage it is. I don't think it's green because the whole end plate has come off. We're looking at the range of probably yellow, orange, maybe. I don't think it's red because the whole of that right end plate would have completely shattered.
Patience is a virtue, Yuri.
This is Monaco. He has to remember. What he needs to remember now is
lost connection, and he's in the lead of the race. That leaves Connor to go. Oh my goodness me.
That was a closing door. Holy moly, that was close. MK Bourne's AI, you said he left, right?
He has left, he's lost connection, yes.
MK Bourne's AI is using overtake. You sure he's lost connection?
He has lost connection. He's got an X on his car and it said MK
Yeah,
Bourne
he
has
is.
left
Look at that
the
brake
session.
pedal and the accelerator on the telemetry. Yeah, that's an AI car for sure. But yeah, the AI car getting really racy. It's got wing damage. Does it go into the pits? It doesn't. But I'm sure both of these drivers will probably be thinking about pit stops soon. Yuri pits. Connor to the outside. MK Bourne's AI doesn't defend it. And Connor now takes provisional lead of
Just look
this
at that fastest
Grand
lap
Prix.
from MK, a 48.2. What an amazing lap there from MK.
Oh no. This lobby's just getting worse and worse. But yeah, Connor in provisional lead. Y-Racer comes out the pits. Is he going to get Bazza? Bazza and Niels both pass. Yuri on the soft tyres now for 16 laps. That's going to be a long stretch. He's going to have to try and recover something here to get himself back in contention for some good points.
This
Splinter
is going to
now.
be a task here for Yuri.
Splinter now with less pressure behind and a disconnected MK Bourne in front.
MK Bourne has rejoined.
He's rejoined, but will he be back in the car? We'll soon find out. Jacko P7. Oh, that's a good shout. Jacko in P7, but I wouldn't say that's net P7. That is not net P7. If I get interval to lead, all the timings are broken. I would love to know how far Jacko is from the lead, just to give him a perspective of where he is. I believe that's a net P5. He has made 2 stops. That is Jacko net P5, Newgarden net P2, P4. SD Mats, even though we saw him with no, I think we saw him with no front wing at the back of the grid after the first safety car, up to podium now, essentially.
I think we can quote this race as Manic Monaco.
Yes, indeed. We've got some. What do you call it? Got some telemetry now to show us the gaps of the cars, because it was glitched. As soon as MK Bourne set that 46, everything disappeared. But yeah, closest battle on track is this race for the net lead. Just to point out as well, Jack Gooding, Jacko goes side by side. Jack Gooding has got no. Oh, Jack Gooding's got no front wing. Jacko has got no front wing. I believe he's probably was trying to defend from Jack Gooding, maybe. Because Jacko was in P7, now in P8. He's got no front wing. That car's going to be horrible to drive back to the pits. Is that a full caution?
There is a virtual safety car.
Virtual safety car.
We've got one more after this, and then there's no more.
No more. Okie dokie. That virtual safety car will be for the debris on track from Jacko. He was in a good position, up 4 positions from his qualifying. And now he's got to limp his way back to the pits. Luckily, it's virtual safety car, but it's not anymore. We go green once again. And in the pits are Connor and MK Bourne. Both of them trying to take advantage of that virtual safety car. The one that messed them up last time when they were going up the hill. But MK Bourne is slow in the pits. Connor is exiting. He is now in net P5. Will Jack Gooding get him? I think he will. Jack Gooding will have the better exit. And is up to 5th. Connor comes out in 6th. MK Bourne down to 8th. Will he lose even more positions? Yuri will want to try and get involved. But is that side by side between Niels and MK Bourne? And Niels is round in the wall. There has been contact. Niels is backwards. Somehow there is still front wing on that red Formula 1 car. Red and black for Niels. And he's trying to do a 3-point turn.
What we do want to look at is this battle for the lead between Vitone and Splinter. I think I said his name right.
Vitinho Splinter. But MK Bourne does have a lot of damage. He has broken his front wing. He will have to pit again. Y-Racer is on the back. Keep an eye on that battle for the lead. I want to see what MK Bourne does. See if he gets in the way of Yuri or not. Or will he make a pit stop? He should pit. Austin Powers moment. Yes, indeed, Khalifa. The 100 million point turn for Niels there. No damage, luckily, so he'll be able to stay out. He is in P11, but that gap, the amount of time that he's lost to this battle where he was is horrendous. Sully wants to see penalties. There you go. MK Bourne stays out. Penalties. So Splinter with 8, Vitinho with 8, SD Mats with only 3. He's within that 5-second window of Vitinho, and I don't know whether is he just? He's just in that 5-second window of Splinter as well. Estimat is looking for his second victory of the season, and it could come down to penalties. Whether those 5 seconds are questionable or for the stewards to remove for Splinter and Vitinho, we're not too sure yet. Yuri has gotten by. I left it on screen for you, but Yuri has gotten by MK Bourne. That damage on MK Bourne has really cost him now, and he's having to do another lap with it. I thought he could try and stick it out. Maybe it's possible, but if he pits, he'll probably come out around Mr. John, maybe even Jacko. Let's see the progress of Connor on those fresh mediums. How long have they been on those 4 compared to everyone else? 1 lap on the mediums, 7 laps on Jack, and very old tyres for the rest of them up the grid. This could be Connor's time to shine. Fresh tyres. Monaco, not the easiest place to do some overtakes as the timing screen glitches once again. He's got loads of ERS. Jack Gooding's got plenty as well to defend. High downforce track. There's not going to be a lot of straight line speed. No penalties for Connor as well. Shout out to him and Mr. John, Jess and Niels for not getting any penalties as yet. Yellow flag. I saw that. Was that in Sector 1? Indecisive. Damage?
It's looking like he has no damage at all. I think he's just keeping out the way of other drivers. So let's bring out the yellow flags.
Okay, MK Bourne pits, hard tyres to the end. I don't whether he didn't have any more mediums. He was out on mediums a long time. He was on mediums that he was on. He needed to stretch a little bit more. Maybe he was trying to go for softs, but hard tyres for MK Bourne. Down in 10th, not the worst. The top 10 in Monaco, I would say, is pretty good. Obviously, everyone wants to win Monaco as part of the, is it the triple crown, the hat trick, or let's say Monaco, Le Mans, and what's the third? I can't remember. There is a third.
Keep an eye on this between MK Bourne, Mr. John, and Jacko. How close they are on track right now? Almost side by side through the hairpin there.
Yeah, the telemetry is a little bit broken. I can't see the gap of MK Bourne to everyone above him, but I can see that it's very tight between these three. I thought Jacko was going to go for a move on Mr. John. Oh, Mr. John on the inside of MK Bourne. He gets the move done. MK Bourne, does he have any damage? I don't think there was any contact. What a move from MK Bourne. Jacko up the inside into back. There's contact. MK Bourne in the wall once again. Jacko through with no damage. Very audacious from Jacko. He saw that MK Bourne was slow out of the level chicane because of the move by Mr. John. Very gutsy move from Mr. John. And apparently is a 10th behind Waze. No, he's not. Waze is lagging all over the place.
Between Jack and Connor, the closest cars on track now. It's obviously riding the gearbox of Jack is Connor. Trying to look, see if he can get past Jack.
Very close indeed. I think Connor really needs to start making some progress soon. Laps are ticking down, and these tyres are going to start. I wouldn't say start. Medium's actually quite durable around this track. That's why it's such a strong one-stop soft medium. The mediums just last forever. But that means he needs to take advantage of these lovely fresh tyres as early as possible. At the moment, Jack Gooding has the pace to keep ahead. It's not a strong overtaking track, as we've said. DRS is only in one section.
And he has the ERS to defend as well.
Yeah. But yeah, are they? Do you think these guys are closing in on the top 4? The gap is 2 seconds. It is coming down as Newgarden now wants a piece of the action. He's on the back of Estimats. Estimats is losing losing time to Splinter. Let's have a look at penalty. Splinter's still got 8. Vitinho has 8. So at the moment, Newgarden needs to get this move done, and he could get himself a win. But he's got to get past Estimats. Estimats is still within that 5-second range of Vitinho. Vitinho now falling back from Splinter. I think those mediums that he is on are starting to wear out. How long have these mediums been on?
He's been 18 on laps. 18 laps. The hard tyre, I think, are starting to come into their own now.
He's going to have to pit, I find. I don't think 10 more laps on these tyres is a stretch. It really is a stretch, but I think that is...
Side by side to turn 1, Newgarden's gone round the outside at turn 1. What a move there from Newgarden.
Just about caught the end of that. Yeah, I only just caught the end of that. What a move from Newgarden. He's now in a good position. He's got the move on SD Mats. He went round it. Did you say round the outside of turn 1?
Round the outside at turn 1.
SD Mats must have been defending. Newgarden must have got a good exit at the final corner. Sent it round the outside. The move looked completely done. I think SD Mats didn't want to fight it because he's in a good position himself. But what Matt has to now do, as Vitinho is starting to close back up on Splinter. That gap was 2 seconds. It's now 1.2. Has Splinter made a mistake?
Now, Venturnia and Newgarden are on the medium tyres and they've been on them for 20 laps now. They'll be starting to hit near the end of their lives now. Whilst Estimat, yes, okay, he got overtaken, but he's on the hard tyre, so maybe towards the end, Estimats might get a bit more pace and attack Newgarden towards the end. But as we look onto the timing now, I think he might have front wing damage. Yeah, he's got front wing damage as Estimats.
Estimats has damage.
Jack is all over the back of him.
Don't want to make contact. Even the slightest bit of contact is simulation damage. Can turn your front wing from full green to even as low as yellow. And around this track, you don't want that. It needs to be patience, does Jack. As Estimats locks up, doesn't hit the wall, nearly sideswipes Jack Gooden's front wing, but Jack Gooden gets a good run. Will he try and go round the outside? In Casino, no. Way's done this move before around the outside, but he's very close to losing his front wing on the back of SD Mats as they head towards the next section of corners before the hairpin. Another lock up from SD Mats. He's really struggling. Yuri's in the pits once again. More drama for him. Jacko is retired. Jacko is out of this Grand Prix. Is that...
Jacko.
That's just before the swimming pool.
The swimming pool. He's
just before the swimming pool.
The curve. He possibly hit the bump.
No safety cars.
The rear ender.
Have we used them all?
As Jack is really, really close behind Estimats. He's going to go down the inside of the chicane. Easy does it there. Nice little move there from Jake.
Good move from Jack Gooding. He shows he's still got that fight, that fire, that racecraft, and gets by a damaged SD Mats. Next is Connor to try and take advantage, but Jack Gooden's got himself a little bit of breathing space to SD Mats, to Connor as well. Another yellow
flag in sector 2 is just a back marker getting out of the way.
That's good. We do need to keep an eye on those. Ways, I'm not sure where he is on track. A long way behind. Yeah, Yuri is now on the back of Ways. He's got fresh soft, so hopefully there's no drama there.
Because Connor's using his overtake here up the hill. He's going to look around the outside. He's going to look down the inside. No, Estimat has got plenty of overtake to defend. Now Connor sort of needs to harvest his ERS and sort of deploy it down the tunnel, because that's really the next opportunity here as SD Mats locks up. There's a yellow flag in sector 1. Who's put it into the wall there?
I think it might have been just for a back marker.
Jess? No, it was...
It might have been
any damage on Jess's car.
It might have been just a back marker getting out of the way, because I was looking on the minimap where the yellow flag was. But side by side between Connor and SD Mats as they go through the tunnel. Connor has the inside, move done. SD Mats hits the wall again and has got front wing flying all over his face. Luckily for the halo, that is not as dangerous. Connor gets a position, but look how much time he's lost. Connor was right on the back of Jack Gooding when he came out the pits. The gap is now 5 seconds. But what's in Connor's favour? No penalties.
What Estimat sort of needs to think now, if he pits, he might still come out in front of Ways, because there's there is a big gap there.
Yeah, there is a massive gap.
Him and Ways.
That's
where the closest cars on track at the moment are between Splinter and
Vitinho. Yeah. Right, these guys need to start fighting. I'm being biased here. I'm being biased. I don't really care. Matt is really close to being in that 5-second window as Vitinho sent it up the inside into the hairpin. Splinter was aware of this, made sure there was enough room. Vitinho is through and could be on course now to pull away and win this race. He does have 1 lap fresher tyres than Newgarden, and he also has 4 lap fresher tyres than Splinter. But 6 laps left, these tyres are going to start feeling a little bit shaky. He will want to pull away, as he already is. 1 second the gap already. Newgarden falling away from the leader. This was Matt's to win, but it's now going to be Vitinho's to lose, because he's now pulling away from Splinter. Splinter's got nothing left, and Splinter now going to be trying to hang on for P2. Is it alright?
I was just not expecting that.
Am my references alright? Yeah. Old Jack Godding is on the back of Newgarden. Those tyres are 9 laps older than Jack. And up towards Casino. Very close indeed. This is going to be another car that Jack Godding is probably want to get by quickly. Newgarden will want to hold on to this for every bit of his life. He only has 3 seconds of penalty. Jack has 6. You could say let him through.
MK Bonds! Oh, MK Bonds' disconnected car has compromises Yuri a lot as he's battling with Waze. I think Yuri is going to be fuming. He's got front wing damage from that as well.
Again,
MK Bonds' car is just screwed.
Was that a disconnected car? Or was that no? That's a lap car. No,
car, I think.
Is it a disconnected because he's a lap car? He is a lap down.
I think
he is allowed to fight, but maybe not that much. But Waze has 11 seconds of penalties, so Yuri should just hold calm. Don't need to pit. Stay in this position. You'll get P6.
It was a real shame that because Yuri's on fresh soft tyres, whilst Waze is on those medium tyres, but Yuri's is still looking quite dangerous as Waze defends the inside line.
Yeah, I'm trying to flick between the battle for P3 and 4. I think that was Mr. John getting out of the way of the battle for P3 at the moment. 3 tenths in between it. Newgarden should hold on because of penalties. What Newgarden really needs to do is try and get that gap down to Splinter less than 5 seconds, because then he gets himself a P2. But at the moment, he's looking secure to get a podium. Jack Godding has to try and do something now. He's got to try and overtake and pull away. Connor, with this holding up that Jack's getting, is starting to reel himself back in. And he doesn't have any penalties. He could slide his way onto maybe even the top step. I need to look at the gap to the leader. It's 10.6. He needs to get that down. He needs to get that down by 2 seconds, and it is coming down. But if he closes up to this battle, and they start falling back and battling, he may lose the race. Was that lag? I don't know. But on my screen, Connor went into the wall, going to the another chicane. It might have been lag. I got my heart sent. But that gap's come down. He is flying, is Connor. I think he is pushing everything he's got in this car with these tyres. He has realised that he can win this race on penalties. Simple as that. The gap has
gone down between Vitinho and Splinter.
And Vitinho made a mistake. That's why that gap rapidly went down between Connor and Vitinho. Vitinho, does he have any damage? It doesn't look like it. Maybe his tyres are starting to fall off. We need to remember that. Newgarden now getting himself back in this to try and win this race. His only issue is Connor behind.
What Splinter has to realise is he is up by 14 positions from where he started. So I think with him being in P2, it's a great result, but he's probably got that hunger in his veins.
Yeah, he will want to try. He will want to get P1 on track. No matter what the penalties are, finishing the race in P1 on track from, did you say 14th? It's got to be a driver of the day worthy.
Positions.
Yeah, up 14 positions, so 16th. Up 14 positions for P16, now essentially P2. But as I said, Connor might be listening. Someone might be telling Connor. We had Kyle in the chat. Kyle was probably in a party with Connor, probably being an engineer, probably telling him all this information. Why do you want to know the fastest lap? No one wants to know the fastest lap. It's a 50-second. Really it's a 50.3. No, it's not. The fastest lap is a 40.7. You'll have to look on screen now. I believe it's a 12.9 by Niels. Niels currently... No, Yuri has the fastest lap, so Yuri will currently get the bonus point. Unless they look through MK Bourne's previous laps, or Waze's other laps that show they're quicker other than these really dodgy lap times.
Yuri is being held up so much right now by Waze. Now he's got SD Max behind on fresher soft tyres. Waze is literally being a HRT right now, just holding everyone up.
I'm going to get involved now. Battle for third has just kicked itself up a notch. Connor is in DRS. Not the greatest. That was close. Who was that? Spinning on the track. That was Bazza. Almost caused an airplane accident at the Novo chicane. Nearly turned the whole of this race upside down again. Vitinho's slowing. Vitinho is going really slow. That gap between not only these guys, but Vitinho is dropped drastically. But he's still staying ahead of Splinter. These guys are
territory.
Yeah, these guys are now taking it calm and cool. 2 laps to go for these drivers. Gap from Connor to Vitinho is 6.5. Waze has gone up the inside. Yuri's gone up the inside of Waze. I think he made it forceful. I think he forced his way up the inside there, which you're allowed to do. Oh, that's wing damage for Yuri. He's going to have to try and hold on. He's got a train of cars. He has got Estimatz behind him on fresh softs, who's now being held up by Waze, who's got wing damage. Estimatz will want to get through on this quickly because he only has 3 seconds worth of penalties. Yuri will have to try and pull away, but he's got big damage. Back to the leaders between Newgarden, Jack and Connor. 1.2 seconds separates these 3 drivers. Who do you think is going to come out on top? Jack Gooden. Were you going to say Jack Gooden got another penalty? I've just seen it now.
I believe so, yeah. He's just got another penalty, I believe.
Yeah, 9 seconds
Connor
now
has
for
lost
him.
Connection.
Connor's just lost the connection. Oh no, absolute disaster class for Connor. I don't know whether I saw that. It may have just been your lobby, but it looks like... Is he falling back? He's falling back. Connor has disconnected on the penultimate lap of this race. The race that could have seen the checkered flag for him and would have sent him to the playoffs. His AI is pit. His AI has gone into the pits on the final lap. Here we go then. Lap 39 out of 39. Vitinho leads from Splinter. Speed Newgarden is currently in the position to win this race. He needs to keep that gap within 5 seconds to Vitinho, which he is currently not doing at the moment, I don't think. Yeah, 5.5. If he gets that down and Vitinho or Splinter don't dispute those 5 seconds they got, we believe he could win. He's got to push now. Give it everything you've got on this lap. Everything needs to go for you to take this win. It's going to be close to how much tyre life is left between Vitinho, Splinter and Newgarden. They've been on these tyres for... I would literally, this final sector, I would blow it up completely. Get as much time as you can. If you're 1 warning away, then, I don't know, maybe risk it if you've got a couple of warnings. But at the moment, I can't see the gaps. What has happened to my screen? Vitinho is coming around the final corner. He is going to win this race on track. But we don't know who's going to win it after penalties. Vitinho from Splinter. Newgarden is going to cross the line, but only P2 for Newgarden. Jack Gooden P4. Connor, after making another pit stop, will come home in P5. Unfortunately for him, that could have been P1. That could have been him to the playoffs.
Yuri's lost his front wing.
Yuri had lost all of his front wing. Yeah, Yuri had lost a lot of front wing. Yeah, I think Waze and Yuri have been absolutely battling it, giving it full send for the whole of the final lap, because I saw them switching positions. Neil's got his way through, avoided the carnage. He will cross the line in 7th. Why is Connor is 6th. I would ignore that glitch. Connor is 6th. Niels, you're not 6th. Niels will be 7th. You're 8th. And we'll sort it all out at the end. Connor's apparently 8th.
Lap.
I'm not too sure. I might even leave it to the stewards, but Joel are they clearly there. Splinter, who unfortunately due to penalties could have got second, could have even got P1. He's on the top. He's on the second step of the. He's on the 3rd step of the podium. Your winner by 6/10, by the way, and through to the playoffs is the Brazilian Vitinho, who won the test race at the start of the season. Newgarden in 2nd. He'll be very happy with that 2nd place, but he is going to now realise that he could have won this race due to the fact of the 5-second gap. But there is the full classification of results for you. Vitinho P1, Newgarden P2, Splinter rounds off the podium in P3. Jack Gooden P4, Estimatz P5, Niels P6, but I believe Connor will be P6 due to he was fighting for the lead before he disconnected. He wouldn't have taken so long in the pits and lost a lap essentially. Niels will be P7, Wyracer P8, Waze will be P9, Bazza P10, Mr. John P11, Jess P12, Indecisive P13, MK Bourne P14, 4 laps down, Jacko, Bill Cloud, and Scott, your only 4 retirees of the Grand Prix. We did have all 5 safety cars. And what a hectic race. Did you think it would be that hectic, Matt?
Yes, I did. But not the way it happened. People were very, very opportunistic on moves there, but I guess you have to be at Monaco. But for a Monaco Grand Prix, that was actually quite exciting to watch.
It was. And even at the end, normally when safety cars are early on, and when people have incidents, it will spread out. The field will start spreading out a lot, and then there won't be many battles. This kept the battles going all the way through, which is what we love to see. Anyway, that is it. Vitinho is through, unless some penalties get rejigged. But at the current moment, Vitinho is through to the playoffs, joining SD Mats and MK Bourne. Next week is Monza for round 4, and that is throwback week. And it will be throwback week for the Cup Series on the following Thursday. If you did enjoy this stream, don't forget to check out Monaco for the Cup Series that is happening on Thursday night. It will be live at 7 p.m. with your commentators Owen Wyatt and Jacko. Be sure to check it out. Any more final words, Red Matt?
And just get ready to prepare for Owen's playing PS4. But that's about it, really.
Yeah, I hope my wonderful, nice, quiet PS5 has given you pleasure to listen to.
Before we leave, just thank. Even if it was last minute, this commentator role, I've enjoyed every minute of it. To be honest,
I enjoyed it as well. It was absolutely. At first, I was like, "Sorry, why have you done this?" But now, enjoyed it. Right, tune in on Thursday for Monaco round 7 of the Cup Series, and next week we will be live once again. Whether it will be me, who knows? You might see Austin back, but that will be for the Italian Grand Prix for round 4. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all next week.
Bye bye.